Okay, so our subject for today is record labels.
Oh my
A swear word.
Are you ready to be put under pressure, Christel?
There is no such thing as a bad contract, only bad negotiators. That's an interesting. Only bad negotiators. Only bad negotiators.
My turn.
Let's see what's inside.
Interesting. Okay. Label lawyers are your frenemies. They will turn on you once the money is.
What?
Okay, 3,
I'm trying to channel my
2,
inner Nini here.
1.
I don't think so. Live. What money?
Woman.
True.
I was saying true
business
to the
is
beginning.
business.
I was saying true
I
to
said
the
no
feminist
lies
part.
upon lies.
I don't think so.
Let's unpack.
Let's unpack.
I mean, if we're just thinking about like what a lawyer's there to do, if they're there to represent you in your best interest, like why would they?
I don't think it matters. They get paid regardless, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get paid regardless.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, what money? I'm very confused. Like, what money's right? I get a salary, doesn't?
Yeah.
And I'm not their lawyer. I'm the labels lawyer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's the labels lawyer, so not representing yourself as an artist, right? It will be the...
Yeah.
So
like
they're not your friends.
So that.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused.
I was saying
Read it
true
again.
to the
Hold
beginning.
on, wait. Label lawyers are your frenemies.
True.
They will turn on you once the money is right.
I don't even get it.
What? They get paid regardless.
Yeah, I get paid regardless.
I think true as in they're... I don't know about friends, but they're not enemies. It's just business. Like, I wouldn't say it's like friends or enemies. It's just
But it doesn't make
business.
sense because they're getting paid regardless.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know about the last
turning.
part.
Yeah.
there's no turning. I mean, it is.
I don't think they're frenemies or anything. I think business is business. They don't care
That's
about.
what I mean,
I'm sure.
No, that's not even true. I think the only time that we are contentious is when we're signing you. That's the only time when we might go back and forth in negotiations.
Yeah.
Once you signed you, we're on the same team. Like, we all have the vested interest to make money. Like, we're literally on the same team.
But you're
That's
still
why I
getting paid
find it.
regardless.
Yeah, I get because the Sony's my client, not the artist.
So let's say a situation.
But what
where-
if it's you're the lawyer of the artist? Let's switch it around.
Then that's different. But even then, you have a duty to your client.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So let's say a situation where you're representing the label, and then there's an artist, and let's say they don't sell as much as they expected. Then that might be where they could be perceived as turning on the artist, where it might be more beneficial for the label to drop the.
Okay, yeah. In that
Something like
case,
a
but that's
situation
not
like
my
that.
decision.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not necessarily the lawyer's
Yeah, that's not
fault,
my
but they're
lawyer.
going to
Yeah.
negotiate or they're going to act in the best interest of the client.
Yeah, but again, that's not my decision. That's
Yeah.
our president. Every president of the label will make that decision as to whether they're dropping an artist or not. It's not necessarily me as a label lawyer that's going to make the decision. So yeah, a bit weird. As I said, once we've signed you, we're on the same team. We have the same vested interest.
Yeah.
We have the same goal to make you an artist, to make you a big star.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes no sense for me to now turn on you. And I've never had a situation where I've turned on anyone. I don't really understand why I would.
Yeah.
It kind of serves no one any benefit if we're at loggerheads all the time because we're trying to get stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Got
true.
a common goal.
Yeah, we have a common goal, which
Yeah.
is make you a big artist, make you a superstar. We want to make money. You also want to make money. We want to make sure you're a big artist. We also want to be able to say as a label that we made you a big artist. Like, it just doesn't really... So this kind of narrative, I just find it so odd because I'm like, who does
I feel
that?
like people think
sense.
lawyers are like evil people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Labels are like...
You're
to
not
get
gonna
someone.
get
Yeah.
any money.
It's just that's not how it is.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally on the same team.
Yeah.
Once we sign you,
Last
I've got a
one.
second one. Let's see what this one
Let's
is.
see what it says.
There is no such thing as a bad contract, only bad negotiators.
That's an interesting.
Two, one. Oh, you agree. Agree, guys.
On Mary had a little
Mary had a little what? Mary had a little lamb. Let's unpack.
do you know what? Yeah, it goes back to what you were saying about leverage. Like, I feel like people don't really understand their leverage, and when you don't understand what you're bringing to the table, it's very, very hard to negotiate from that standpoint.
Okay, seeing as we kind of like touched that already, how can artists leverage better or negotiate better? Like, what would you say? Because I feel like people are having the same conversations of, I didn't like negotiate better. Like, what can we do to move forward?
I'd say the big thing that I always see with artists is they always focus on the money. It's always the money. What's the advance? The money. What's the advance? And they don't actually focus on any of the other terms that might be important or that might affect them later on. Because they said our agreement is like 50 pages. If you're only caring about the money, that's 1 page and 53 pages of an agreement. So is that the only thing you cared about? I could have just served you that up. I could have just served you a 1 page and said this is how much you're going to get paid, and the rest of it I'll just make up as I go along. But you have to really understand what are important points to you. So is it important for you to have complete creative control? Is it important for you to be able to release singles before an album? Is it important for you to have a longer or shorter license period? Like, these are all things you need to consider. And again, you have to look at what is your position now. Are you still at the development stage? Is it possible for you to try and put in some milestones, like some bonus advances, if you hit platinum or triple or double platinum? Or let's say even with the money thing, you know, is it more advantageous for you to get it all at once or get the majority at once? Or do you want it trickled down? Like, there's so many things that you should consider that's important to you in your business, because if you don't treat yourself as a business, you're never going to be able to negotiate something that works for you and that stands the test of time. So, like, these are always things I tell artists, like, don't just care about the money. The money's great, but the money will come if you're a good artist and if you work with your label properly. But it's like, if that's all you care about, then like, you can't then be confused if a year down the line something comes in, like, well, I didn't really know that. Well, because you didn't care about it.
But do you think, like, artists who get into longer deals tend to find, like, have bigger problems with that because they probably didn't realize the trajectory that they were going to hit, and then something that was advantageous at the beginning, like 1 year down the line, no longer serves them?
But that's with anything. That's not even with music. That's buying a car. That's literally buying a car and having a 4-year lease compared to 2-year lease. The future's unpredictable. Like, we're literally not. Even I'm not. Even I'm not fortunate enough to be able to tell you what would happen in 2 years' time. So but then, you know, the thing is, even when people say about enemies and whatever, success is the best bargaining power. If you're successful, come back in a year's time, let's have a chat. You know, that's what it is. So those are the things I always tell artists, like, literally success, and your success is the best bargaining power.
I've got a question actually, because about bad contracts. Could it be considered a bad contract if the contract's worded in, like, kind of old language? So I saw Meg Thee Stallion's contract that was, like, posted on the internet for everyone to look at, and there was still, like, still wording about, like, tapes and things that we don't use anymore. Like, that
makes no difference.
So
things that tapes makes no difference. That's just to go back to the physical world of stuff, because you need the tape to go and make that into a CD and whatever. We understand it. I understand the fourth whiffs and thereons and their whiffs and whereupons and notwithstanding. I understand that. So your lawyer needs to understand. Well, we don't use dust, but they mean stuff. You get notwithstanding means something. Thereupon means something. Therewith means something. That actually could use. What does notwithstanding mean in actual layman terms English? You find it quite hard, but notwithstanding means something. It means, I know that this is there, but I know this is there, but we're gonna say this as well. Like, do you know what I mean? It's there's meanings to these words that me as a lawyer understand, which is what I'm saying. I would never negotiate with someone that doesn't have a lawyer. Like, it's just because they won't understand. But I mean, I definitely agree. And people who hate me on Clubhouse, but always say there's no such thing as a bad deal. If you signed it, it's not a bad deal. It's the deal that you were comfortable signing
at the time.
And that's on
period.
Mary had a little laugh. Oh my God. We have come to the end of this episode. That was very insightful, because I feel like I learned so much that I didn't know I would learn. Thank you very much, sis. Where can people find you?
Securing the bag.
Securing the bag. Where can the people find you?
Nowhere.
Okay, I'll put herself because she doesn't promote
I
herself.
hate promoting my
She,
socials.
I said the
My page
socials
is
will be here.
private. Like everything
Yeah,
about me
she's
is private.
But if
yeah,
anyone
no,
want to
I
ask
have
you for advice or
Instagram.
anything,
Don't.
and that's true. That is actually true. She's not joking.
No, my Insta is Kayibs, Kayibis, which people always say is Kbiz. But yeah, it's private. Yeah, it's private, so I'm gonna have to let you in. My Twitter is Cee Kayibs, Ckayibiz. My Clubhouse is, I think it's Cee Kayibs as well.
Okay.
So yeah, add me on there, but I don't answer DMs that often. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
And make sure you are following us on RHYMESHE and RHYMESHE Pod. Obviously, follow your favorite host, and we will see you in the next episode. And that's on. There we had a little laugh.
Oh, we're doing that. Brr.